Hello and welcome. I'm Israel Arnold with Lost Island Communications, and today I want to talk to you about some of the unique solutions that we're able to offer with our X series or our Wildix platform. Just a little introduction to Wildix. Wildix is actually the first phone system that was built from the ground up on the WebRTC platform, which means it's secure by design. It also means it runs on any platform, any device. By design as well. So that system works on desk phones. It works on apps on mobile phones. It works from your web browser. It works from natively installed apps. So it's a powerful solution. It lets you be able to work from anywhere, work from home, work with a dispersed team, and have all the features and power of a on-site phone system everywhere you go. So typically when you're shopping for a telephone system, what we see is, hey, we want to keep it simple. Can it transfer? Can we answer calls? We need this many lines. And all of that's true. Honestly, this is a very simple, easy to use phone system. Of course, it can transfer. It can conference. It can record calls. It can do anything that you want it to do. It can do all the basic stuff and more, and really not at an additional cost usually. So we like to look at things a little bit different, though, because we would like our phone system to be able to solve problems maybe that you didn't even know phone systems could solve for you. So we like to look first, what are the pain points that you have right now with your company that we might be able to come up with ideas to help with? Maybe you're getting bad reviews on Google. We've seen, creative solutions that fix that through creative use of the phone system. No call reporting, wasted time, fear of cold calls. These are actually, surprisingly, these are things that we can help with the phone system potentially. Now, it's not just something the phone system does magically. It requires creative thinking from you, and we like to help with that to see, hey, how can we utilize this to help solve a problem that you have? But it certainly has these capabilities. So here's an example. Auto introduction. When someone calls in, have an automated message with your company's name and branding statement. This helps simplify training, increase consistency, improve branding, and save time. That's right. So, maybe half of your employees refuse to answer the calls the way you've told them to, or maybe the new employees stumble over the words. Maybe you don't have any branding when you answer your calls. Maybe it's just, Joe, what do you need? You can make every time people call you, make it be a brand awareness event where they get to know you a little bit more and have a better, more consistent experience where they know who they're calling when they call, just with an auto introduction. Park announcement. Do you park calls? Do you put a call on hold on line 1 and then call somebody to tell them there's a call on hold on line 1? Is it always the same people? Maybe you have departmental lines. So this is a call on service. We can automate the alerting of calls on park for quick response and saved time. Help save you time. So it would, for instance, page service. You have a call on service. Mobilized sales force. No more waiting around a phone. Your phone actually goes with you. So maybe that means your salespeople are out, straightening things up, cleaning up messes, whatever. They're out looking at the product, getting hands-on, seeing things. They're walking around looking for people to help, but they're not far from a phone where they can quickly answer if somebody calls, if there's a sales call that they need to take care of. Rather than waiting in the office, hoping that sales call comes in, they're able to be effective and be ready for calls. Remote support. Your customer service often need to ask management or trainers about product details. Have you ever considered the fact that you could actually have somebody remotely who always has, access to your database of inventory, but they don't need to be on site and they can answer every call. So maybe your customer service reps that are out on the floor, hit a button on their headphone and immediately get connected to Joe, who's working from home. And they say, hey, Joe, what's the warranty on this product? And Joe's, well, that's 3 years. We got a three-year warranty on this product. And don't forget to mention, this is a good feature about this that they might like. Support is a click away, whether that support staff is in the office or working remotely, or whether that support staff is normally in the office, but right now working remotely. And that could be a group, that could be an individual. You can have a team at your hand. That might be you have 6 different stores, but you have one pro in one store who can answer all those questions, or one team who's in one store that can answer those questions. Maybe you have a new store, and rather than have somebody on site who can answer every product question for the next 6 months while people get used to it, they're a click away from getting that support from your best professionals. Info collection with automated surveys. We can do automated surveys that use text recognition, that do call recording, that do API integration so that whatever that information is collected is sent to the appropriate program or database for you. These can be generated automated outbound calls. These can also be end of call surveys. I wonder if I have that on here. Scroll through this real quick. After call surveys, yes, so I will come back to that. Let's see. Save time directing calls with an auto attendant or AI assisted call routing. That's right. So most people want to be able to offer their customers the human touch. In reality, that's not feasible for some large businesses, and it's maybe not advisable for certain departments or certain call requests. However, even if you're a small business and you say we should be able to answer the calls all the time, the reality is sometimes you get backed up and you can't answer those calls, and it's better to be able to direct those calls at those times than to let those calls go uncaught. So this can be activated as needed. Only activate auto attendant when reception is away from the desk or not available, when reception's out for a day. Then you activate the auto attendant that says, hey, we're going to route this call to sales, or we're going to route this call to billing. Rather than have somebody else drop their normal job to go sit at the front desk and answer calls, you can turn that on. You can also have it activate if the call is missed. So if by chance everyone was too busy to be able to catch that call, well, now we can find out what they need. I'll even touch on this, by the way. AI-assisted call routing. Via APIs, we can take advantage of artificial intelligence to help you figure out, what you need from a call. So that can be used in auto attendants. That can be used in other ways as well. Website integration. Allow your customers to contact groups or individuals directly from your website. That's right. You've seen probably that pop-up chat sales feature on people's websites. Well, you can do that. You can also have, a button that says, hey, do you have a question about your bill? Click here to speak to our billing department. Hey, do you have a support question about a product you purchased from us? Click here for support. And those calls can be routed automatically to those users. You can answer customers with chat, call, or even video live from your app, or calls even just from a desk phone. Meanwhile, by the way, they're just operating straight from whatever device they have on hand. They're operating from their cell phone. They don't even need a phone number. They're just clicking a button on your website and they're connected to you to call. Customer scans a QR code and goes to a product description. That's kind of obvious. You can do that already, right? You can send them to a portion of your website or to some details about the product via a QR code. But then you could also have on that page or on that detail, you could have a link that connects them to service so they can ask additional questions about that item via chat or via call, however you prefer. Or what if that customer scans a QR code and it automatically generates a video chat with a rep who can answer questions and assist? So it's always like a customer service person is right there without them having to keep an eye on every portion of your store or every portion of your lot. Appointment scheduling. Schedule a video conference, webinar, phone call, or in-person meeting. CRM interactions. You can generate CRM events. If you have a CRM where you're supposed to be having employees track all of their calls, maybe even have a third-party forwarding service where when they call a certain number, those calls are being tracked. But when they don't call that certain number, you have no record that they talked to somebody. Well, with APIs, we can generate CRM events. We can even have pop-ups that when they answer a call from a customer, it pops up with details on that call via your CRM. Of course, results with all these vary depending on the CRM, but via API, there's a lot we can accomplish. After call surveys. This is one of the ones that we said, what if you're getting bad reviews? Well, we've seen a customer use the fact that they were getting bad reviews, and after their calls, they generated a survey that said, hey, did we take care of your issue? Or would you like to talk to somebody else for more assistance? And they found that produced better results. Their customers were happier with them. Now, what if you took that to the next level and said, hey, if you rate us on a scale of 1 to 10, now that we've taken care of your issue, and they say 1, okay, we're sorry, we'll look into how we can help you better. But if they say 10, if they say 7, 8, 9, or 10, can we send you a link for a review? Well, now if they say yes, they've just approved you to text them. They've approved for you to request a review from them. They've already told you that they're going to give you a good review. And now you can improve the good reviews that you're getting as a company. So that's just a few ideas of how you can implement your phone system to fix other issues, other pain points in your company, to gather more accurate information about your calls, to get better call reporting, to get rid of wasted time by using automated systems and information gathering and mobility to get people working while they're waiting for calls. Fear of cold calls. You could generate outbound calls, have it start the call in your agent's voice, and if they hang up, fine. If they didn't hang up, then you're connected. Fixing bad reviews, poor documentation, limited mobility, being able to see your employees' locations on a map, being able to run data charts to see how many calls your employees are taking, to improve that sales flow. Our XB's product is a great one for that, to make a constant form of communication between your salesperson and their customer, to improve your employee turnover by giving them the right tools to function in a smooth way in their day-to-day. Anyway, we hope that maybe that got some juices flowing for you. Maybe you got some ideas of what might be able to be accomplished, how you might be able to improve your business workflow. And if we can work with you on that, we'd be glad to. Thank you very much for your time and have a great day.